Hey guys, check it out, the Mafex Batman Hush figure, because all you need to know about this figure is just Hush. Yes, this is my first Mafex figure, and I have to say the box is actually pretty darn impressive. I love the way it looks. Darn, it's been a long time coming. As you can see there, Batman Hush on the side. Love the colors that they use for it. And like I said, I haven't bought a Batman figure since 1998, so that's a lot. As you can see here, Mafex number 105, Batman Hush. So I love the box. It is pretty cool, honestly, the way it looks. And let's check out the back of the box, and you can see a couple of the accessories, of course, the different heads, and a few poses, which we're gonna be making a few of them. Trust me, this is pretty darn awesome. So enough waiting, let's open this bad boy up. So yeah, as soon as I open here, you can see that there's some comic book artwork from the comic, which is pretty awesome. Sadly, I can't show it that well for you guys. You will have to rip open the box, honestly, to be able to see it. But check it out, it's Batman in his little plastic coffin, as you can see there. And darn, there's a bunch of hands. I wasn't expecting so many hands, honestly. Hit my camera there, but don't worry, let me just set this up and we can take a look at the figure. Now, I know about the Mafex quality control issues, so that is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna check this figure out, see if there's any problems, and deal with them accordingly, of course. But darn, I can tell you right now, this doesn't smell like plastic. Now the belt, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's a little bit of discoloration there on the belt, and it looks like to be like some type of glue. But the cape is good. No, it's not ripped or anything like that. You can see there the discoloration a little bit. It doesn't really bother me. That's normal because the paint they use sometimes is oil, so it kind of gets like that. And there's a couple of chips around the body, but it's nothing really major. I don't think you guys can even tell them in the camera here, but darn, it looks great. Check out the boots. Yeah, that looks pretty awesome. But no, this figure looks to be pretty solid, so the figure itself is okay. Now let's check out the heads, because some of the Mafex figures have come without the holes, but this one has it, and that's a pretty mean looking Batman face. And of course the Bruce Wayne head, which also comes with a neck. He looks great as well. Love the shading on the hair. Yeah, he also has the hole there. So yeah, this figure is fine. It's completely fine. So good job on that, Mafex. Now here you can see Batman, and he looks so freaking awesome like this. Now, if you're wondering why is the cape, it looks a little bit soggy on the lower areas, it's because the wires want to go straight down, but you have to move them a little bit to the side so you're able to stand him properly. And darn, I love the cape. The cape looks amazing. It's probably the thing you're gonna be looking at the most, since it covers, well, 90% of the figure, obviously. But it's just the texture. They really made it well, and I like it. And if you have seen the black version, the pictures of the black version actually showed that the cape, the texture is gonna be different. Now let's check out all those accessories that it came with, because here they are. You get the grappling hooks, the batarangs, different hands, different heads, and the stand. We'll talk about that stand really soon. But here is another angle, and as you can see there, it's a lot, but I wish it came with more, honestly. We'll talk about that soon also. But let's check out the articulation. As you can see here, the cape actually has 4 wires, 2 on each side, and they're pretty easy. They're just bendy wires, and as far as I can tell, the cape is not removable, by the way. Now the arm can go up this much, which is a lot. Pretty sure it can go up more because of the cape. Now the 90-degree bend is even more. Yes, as you can see, there is even more than 90, which I like. Ball joint wrist, of course, is pretty much the same thing. And of course the knees, they bend and they fix the knee issue that I have with the prototype, which is pretty nice. Now here you can see ball joint on the ankles. Of course the toe cannot go down, but it can go all the way up. No problem with that. That's how shoes work. And let's check out the ab crunch. That's a lot, and that's a lot here. Yeah, side to side is working. The head can go down that much, it can go up this much, and of course left and right. That is pretty standard, but it feels really solid. This is a really solid figure. Darn, they really outdid themselves here. So in terms of articulation, this guy is pretty cool. Now this is what my studio was made for, you know. Of course I went with this one from Extreme Sets because it's basically the Batcave, you know. It kind of looks like the Batcave, and he looks great, man, as Bruce Wayne. It's just, these pictures, well, these videos turn out amazing. Here you can see him doing the bat run, of course. Batman. Yeah, I was gonna use the song, but copyright. Remember, guys, copyright strikes ain't nice. But I just love how the cape looks, flowing like that. Of course, it looks a little bit messy, but it's cloth. It's something you can't really manage. But here you can see that he can actually hold the cape. Yeah, he has hands for holding the cape, made for that specifically, which is great. And again, like I said, the cape is the thing you're gonna see the most. It looks beautiful and everything, but sometimes like this, it can get a little bit messy, but that's how it works. I mean, you will have to get a fan like hitting it to keep it open, like when he's gliding here. You would need a fan to keep hitting air so it stays open, but that's too much of a hassle. So he's gliding here, but from the side, obviously you can't really tell, and from here on the back, and that is something that no matter how much you move the wires, you're not gonna be able to fix. Now here you can see him, of course, doing the kick going down. Darn, it's just great, and it's pretty awesome after, you know, comics and everything. Back grappling gun, who doesn't love that? And check it out, pretty long, right? And the thing is, you get two of them, which is pretty awesome. I love that. And the only complaint here is that I wish it came with a bendable wires, because you only get that, and I wish you could have one that you can wrap around enemies and do a lot crazier stuff. But dual wielding, of course, why not? And that looks awesome. He's just doing the swing, getting ready to shoot another one, and here's another angle from it, because why not? Why not? Why wouldn't I show you the full shot? Now, kicking, of course. You know, Batman can kick. And here is something that I wish they would have added. I wish they would have given you the mace bombs from the comics, from Batman Hush. Because that scene would have been looked pretty awesome. That's actually a scene that I copied directly from the comic. And as you can see there, the boots have the lettering, pretty darn awesome. And again, the cape just works here. Here you can see him doing the fist cover with the cape, which is pretty cool. I love that. And now this is a scene from the comics that he has the blood, the Joker, when he almost killed him. But I wish they would have given you the bloody hands. That would have been just amazing. Probably too much, but darn. That stand works really well, but you have to tighten the screws. If not, everything just falls down. That's the only bad thing about it. And the batarangs, of course. You get 4 batarangs, 2 of each style, and of course it's pretty awesome when you have him, you know, making it look like he's throwing them and all that stuff. But the problem that I ran with the batarangs is that they don't give you any articulation. Like, there's no stand for them or anything, so he can only hold them. But as you can see there with the batarangs on the face, look pretty awesome. Of course, stealing some Wolverine's poses, why not? And double batarangs, looking pretty darn cool, honestly. And of course, just him looking great. Now, that basically does it for the review part here. So let's talk about some pros and cons. Now, you might be thinking, so yours didn't come with paper problems. It has a few, but they're so minor that I really don't care about them. It's just stuff that you really aren't gonna notice, and it's stuff that other figure comes with. The detailing on him just looks amazing. The articulation is great. I have no problems with any of the poses or anything like that. Like I said, the only problem that I have was the stand. The stand, I think I got a weak one, but I just tightened the screws up and it's pretty good. But they do get untightened from time to time, so you have to keep that in mind, that you don't want him to have it in a pose on a shelf or something and then have that arm give up and the figure just falling to the ground. But man, the detailing on the face, the suit itself, everything just looks awesome. And like I said, the main thing here is the cape. There's really no way to make a cape that is gonna be like 100% workable. It's something that is really hard to do. Maybe if they add a few more wires inside it, I could see it happening, but for what we got is really darn awesome. Now, the other thing that I really wanted to talk about was the accessories, and I wish this Batman came with a lot more. I know we're getting the Kryptonite ring, but that is with Superman, so you have to buy another figure. I wish this Batman came with the mace bombs. I wish he came with the rebreather device on his mouth with the actual head with the green eyes that he uses when he goes underwater with Catwoman. I wish they would have added that. That would have been so cool if they would have given you that. And of course, the other thing is, I wish they would have come with some little stands for batarangs, that so you could display them flying through the air, because right now I don't have the ability to do that, because none of the stands that I have are able to actually hold them, because they're just so small, you know, so that is a problem. But man, for my first Mafex figure, this really blew me away. This is probably the best Batman figure out there that you can get in section scale. That is not like a Hot Toys doll, you know. This is really darn cool. Oh yeah, one thing is the fins on the arms, they are rubber plastic. I don't know why, because in the prototype they look solid plastic, but they're rubbery, so you might want to keep that in mind, that you don't damage them. I mean, it doesn't bother me that much, but still, something to keep in mind. So this is the end of the review, but I made you guys a small stop motion film so you guys can watch it and enjoy that. So I'll see you guys next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more, and enjoy.